This is Margaret Ann Windsor, kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 41 by Joseph Kennedy, who was ambassador to England, 36 to 46, till they kicked him out. And Roosevelt, president, appointed him, and thus the New World Order, the Bilderbergers, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, the Jewish, who controlled for a long, long time, and now then in place is a New World Order, and that's the Clintons, the Obamas, Elizabeth, who's illegal heir. Her father became George VI when they illegally took down my father, King Edward VIII, and I'm the legal heir. Um, Victoria II, that they kidnapped in 41, brought to Moulton, Alabama, and gave me the name of Peggy Ann Dempsey Childers. I married a Childers. Both twins, Peggy and Carl, were dead. They were killed by their mother, Lina. And I only found out in 83, let me inject that, after I'd written a book about mind control. Now then, this is what I want to put this morning. And I'm only going to turn this around so that you can see me. I'm sitting here. I have an illness. I'm allergic to chemicals, which was something done to me, and I know what it was when I was kidnapped and brought over here. But I wanted to go, and they just about killed me with it, is what's happened. I wrote the book on mind control and how you can make deaths appear of natural cause, like suicide, or they can cause cancer. They can also cure it. So the pharmaceuticals, medical, really the economy is based on medicine. If you told everybody that illnesses could be cured, look at what's going to happen. So they don't want it told. But my focus back then was that, because Warren and Rosina Matthews at Larry McDonald, who was U.S. Congressman and urologist there, they were murdered. And I was writing about Warren and Rose. They were forensic psychologists, and they were murdered. And the people, it's almost like the Manson. The people that, well, there went I don't know if I'll get this back. I may have to go do this all over again. Anyway, maybe not. Well, are you there? Let me pick this up. You can see. I don't have people helping me. I have to, I live a hell of a life in front of the whole world. But anyway, where'd I get to now? I dropped everything. Oh, well, I may have to do this over again. I don't know. Because right now I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, I was brought over here, and that's enough of that. I'm going to turn it around because the voice doesn't pick up. Now, where did I get to? Let me get back to it here. I was brought over here, and Lina Dempsey, the twins, I was given the name of the twins. Oh, okay. I wrote the book on mind control, MD, A License to Kill, and the FBI came into play, and issued me a letter through William Harper, the U.S. Attorney in Atlanta, on June the 23rd, which happens to be my father's birthday, but this is in 79, obviously. And April Fool Day of 80, I got filled with antifreeze, and the book never got published. And the laws throughout all of this that are broken on a daily basis, and the torture to me and my sons, Mark and Scott, who are heirs after me. This is done because of my birth, who I am, and what this country and the New World Order has done. They kidnapped, illegally took down my father, who was never married to Wallace Simpson. A double was used, an imposter. My father was married to American Claudia O'Keeffe, sister to artist Georgia O'Keeffe. And then I was born in 39, kidnapped in 41. Wrote the book on mind control. Larry Flint was shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia in 78 while I was doing the book. And if I take up all this time in telling stuff I put on prior tapes, I'd have to do another tape and then start all over again. So instead, I'm going to go, and I've got to go back and look up ComSat. It's the defense satellite. I did not know about my kidnapping back in 80 and 82. The antifreeze was put in me. I was brought across the state line illegally in that condition. I don't know if anybody can understand. I was supposed to die. My brain was baked, but it was inside me. You can't take it out and show what's been done. I was illegally I should have died. I said that. I was brought in, believe it or not, I passed a background check and was working for the district attorney Simpson. As in Wallace Simpson was supposed to have married the King of England, and he was supposed to have abdicated and became the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, which was a total lie. And the next job I had after that was for Doyle Duke, the Golden Triangle. So you're getting into where I worked and patterns. So now I'm not going to try to go into all that. This is the timeline, though. I was kind of led into finding out things and piecing together a puzzle is really what it was. And Katharine Graham, the movie came out with Robert Redford, all the President's Men. And Robert Redford, please don't anybody ever tell me that he's a bad guy. He's the one person, well, I mean more than that, but in the United States that I believe is a genuinely nice man. But the movie was about Katharine Graham and the Post breaking the story on the Watergate. Now then, Gonzalez, who I have not mentioned, if this is ever told, he'll come into play. And he is a cold-blooded SOB who killed his patients. That was part of what I was trying to tell. And there was a gag order put on it. Okay, that's where some of the patterns come from. And I'm going to go ahead and put his name because he's guilty as heck, and anybody can go back and check out anything I've said. His name was Victor, and I'm Victoria, okay, the heir to the British Crown. You get this SOB into play throughout this. He's still in practice, I think, down there in Atlanta. But his brother, it was my understanding, whether that's true or not, his brother was in Miami, and to my understanding, his brother was part or 10 of the Gonzalez they mentioned in the Watergate break-in. Now I'm going to get away from there. It leads to there. Whether that, is totally true that he's the brother, his brother, the Gonzalez, and the psychiatrist break-in and all that. Now then, I was reading also about Philip Graham because Philip gets into this like Philip was supposed to marry Elizabeth, and Philip is the person who just retired from ATF. I grew up thinking was a brother. He was brought there, and I was brought there in 41, and he was brought there in 45 at Dempsey's, and I grew up thinking he was a half-brother, when in fact, I can't prove this either. I know that he wasn't born to Dempsey, and he's not part of that family. He became ATF. They got him, okay? That's all I have to say. They chipped him in. They got him. So Philip was unable to help. I mean, he was like a brother to me, and I took care of him because I didn't want him to feel the pain I was going through. But you get the input of Philip in 1945. Well, Philip married the illegal Elizabeth. I'm the real monarch a little later. So that's the illegal, all of it. Charles, and they're part of the New World Order. Now then, I'm taking up so much time on this, and it's going out, and I cannot do another tape on this. I guess I'll have to, because what I wanted to lead to is deaths can be made to appear of natural cause. Suicide, when it's really actually murder, giving commands, and this is what happened to Philip Graham. He was into ComSat, and that's the defense secretary, and I left to go up and talk about, and I went to Katharine Graham, and I'm going to put this Katharine Graham, the next one, title it, I'm not sure what. I'm going to have to go to another one, so I might as well go right now and start another one.